I'm sorry, y'all. My phone just, y'all know it gets hot and it just goes off. So I know, Ava. I'm sorry. I don't know why it does that. I mean, it just goes off. It don't even give me a warning. So you gonna do one for the married couples? Of course. I do it for everybody. Oh, Patrick, what's up? Brayton, what's up? Oh, we got new people. Hey, listen, if you new, I know I'm gonna have to go ahead and join Apple for real. If you're new, make sure that you tap on that little man right there and follow. You know I was coming back, lovelies. I appreciate that. Make sure you tap on that man and follow. You know, we gonna crack 300 followers by the time we finish the scope. So y'all go ahead and and we gonna crack I think 150,000 hearts too by the time I finish the scope. Good Lord willing that this thing stays up. So y'all make sure you share with your Periscope so we can go ahead and crack 300 and crack 150,000. I appreciate y'all. Tazika, that's what's up. Tazaka, is that how you say it? Tazaka? Man, we got to go ahead and get right back to it. Real quick, if y'all can see me all right, Brayton, what's up? Y'all can see me all right, go ahead and give me a 1. We got to get through it, man, because I don't want it to go off on me again. We got ones. I don't know, Periscope is tripping right now. I think it's the update they just did. But it takes so much energy to broadcast. Dang, she said 5. She said 5. So I got a lot of 1s and I got a 5. I don't know what the 5 mean. I don't know what the 5 means. That might just be your phone. You might want to log out and log back in. Y'all might want to log out and log back in. All right, so I'm getting right back to it, y'all. Savannah, what's up? Because I don't know. She can hear you, but can't see you. But everybody else can see me, right? All right, so let's get back to it, y'all. Attempt to do homework and watch your broadcast. Hey, what's up? All right, so we're going to jump back into it. So the last thing I said was that the problem isn't the fact that you're not D'ing her down. The problem isn't the fact that you're not giving her your physical body, right? Because like we said, you're giving her all these bodies. You're giving her your financial body. You're giving her your mind. You're giving her your physical body. And you're giving it to her well because you learned so much from all the other women that you've been giving it to. And you've been giving it to her so good. And she's been complimenting you on the way that you laying that D. So you giving that off rip, that's 100. You know what I'm saying? You doing a great job at that. But like I said, it gets to a point in relationship where it gets deeper than how deep you can get with your penis. I don't care how deep you can get. At a certain point, it gets deeper than how deep you can get with your penis. Right? So I don't care if you rocking 8 inches, 10 inches, 24 inches. At a certain point, there is a place that you cannot get to with your penis. And that place is her heart. She say no. Yo. I'm just saying, y'all know what I'm saying. At a certain point, you cannot, there's a part of a woman that's so deep that you cannot touch it with your physical body. You got to touch it with your heart. And if she says that she's not pleased and that she still doesn't feel full, one thing you got to understand about a woman is you got to understand what intimacy is. A woman runs on intimacy like a car runs on fuel. So you got to know what intimacy is. And I ain't talking about going to look it up in a dictionary. I'm saying you got to really know what it is. And a lot of these men don't know what intimacy is because they never had to give it to anybody. They never had to give it to anybody. And a lot of them have never been open to receive it themselves. So now you're at the point in your relationship where your woman is giving. And see, a woman, she's always putting her heart into the things that she does. She puts her heart into her kids. She put her heart into her work. She put her heart into her relationships with families and friends and loved ones. She's always putting her heart into everything that she does. Okay? So now, as we talked about a week ago, it's your responsibility as her man to refill her with intimacy. I ain't talking about just cooking and cleaning for her or giving her a day or giving her a card. I'm talking about it's your job as a man to refill her heart, to replenish her. Y'all ever heard that song, Can I Get a Refill? Ain't talking about sex. We talking about a refill of the fuel that she needs to keep going. She needs that refill because she has depleted herself by giving herself to everything else in her life. And she needs you to come back and give her that refill. Now, the reason why she is not getting that refill, besides the fact that you don't understand what intimacy is, and intimacy is into her IC, the reason why she's not getting that refill is for the simple fact that you are not making yourself vulnerable. You are not making yourself vulnerable. A woman knows when her man is not making himself vulnerable for her, because that man is not going to be completely open to her love. What I'm saying is this: whatever ways that woman loves you, however she loves you, if you are not completely open to her, you cannot let her completely love you. And she's trying. And this is something that goes right past some guys. It's like a dog whistle. It goes right past us. There are some ways that women are trying to love you, but you're blocking it. You're blocking it. And so she walks away feeling a certain type of way because you did not allow her to love you. So when it comes to sex, it's about more than what you can do with your body. It's about really opening yourself up and allowing yourself to be vulnerable in that situation. Now I'm gonna blow your mind real quick. I gotta do it. And the ladies, I want you to think about this. Fellas, I want you to think about this. Fellas, how many times have you, when you were engaged in sexual activity with your partner, how many times have you said her name? How many times have you said her name out loud? How many times have you verbally communicated who you were talking to? Dang, they going in out there. How many times have you said this woman's name? Now, it doesn't sound important. It's just like, oh, say somebody's name. That's nothing. That's nothing. See, you're right. Crickets, right? Crickets, right? How many times have you said her name? Nah. Babe don't count because you can call anybody babe. How many times have you said her name? Like my wife's name is Mary. How many times have I said her name? Mary. During sexual intercourse, how many times have you said her name? Nah. I ain't talking about babe. See, that's what I'm talking about. Anybody can say babe because that applies to anybody. But saying her name means something to her, even if she don't know it. A lot of women don't even know. Even if she don't know it, saying her name means something to her. Women pick up emotionally. They pick up little things like that. They really do pick up little things like that. Because once you say her name, you are then separating her from every other woman who you've ever slept with and every other woman who is currently in your life in any capacity. When you say her name. If you don't believe me, brothers, if you kind of scratch your head about it, if you skeptical, when you go and you make love with your woman again, try to say her name and see how difficult it will be for you. Just try it. Just try it. If you don't think that what I'm saying is legit, or you think I'm feeding you pseudoscience, next time you make love to your woman, say her name. Say her name. And I guarantee you, They probably say babe because they are too afraid. Exactly. Exactly. And that is another reason why it's so hard. Because, see, a woman knows if you saying her name, you're not thinking about another woman. If you brave enough to say names during sex, then you're not thinking about another woman, right? You're not thinking about another woman. You think about her. Your mind is on her. Because a woman can sense and she can tell when your mind is on another woman while y'all having sex. Guys, you think you're getting away with it, but you're not. These women know when you're thinking about somebody else. They know when your mind is in a different place. So when you are engaged in sexual activity with this woman, it is important that you say her name so that she knows that she is the only person on your mind. It's important that you do that. If you don't believe me, again, you think this pseudoscience, next time you make love to anybody, matter of fact, to anybody, next time you have sex, just say that person's name and see how difficult it is. See how difficult it is. Okay? Again, and another one, like I told you before, are you looking in that person's eyes? So are you looking in that person's eyes? So it's very difficult for people to look at other people in their eyes. It's even difficult for if y'all watch other scopers, you'll see that it's very difficult for them to look in the camera. A lot of times they looking down when they talking, or they looking away like this. It's hard for people to look right dead smack in the camera. Their eyes are always somewhere else, right? But it's something very special about when someone is scoping and when someone is broadcasting and that person is looking right dead smack in the camera. See, I'm looking right in the camera. It's very different than if I'm looking down and talking. You see what I'm saying? If I'm looking down like this and talking, it's different. But if I'm looking right at you and you looking right at me while we looking in the camera, there's a connection being established in that moment. Even if I don't know you, even if you never met me, there is a connection being established right there in the moment. I'm sorry that you can't see my face. There's a connection right now. And it happens like this. The moment I look in the camera, you can feel it. It's like we talking to each other, right? It's like we know each other. But the moment I look down and I'm talking like this, that connection fades away. It's gone. Some of you have never looked at your partner in the eye while you were engaged in sexual activity. Never. Never did it. One of the most vulnerable positions. Like, for example, there are some positions where you're not even facing each other. So like doggy style is deep. Yeah, it is scary because you're being vulnerable. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. In order to achieve intimacy, you have to be vulnerable during sex. You got to do the things that you were uncomfortable doing with women who you were not really committed to. That's how you achieve intimacy. That's how you make her feel full. It's going to make you feel uncomfortable, but it's going to make her feel full. And that's what you want. Because ain't no other man going to be willing to do that. I'm telling you right now. Okay? So there are certain positions that you can get in. And in those positions, you're completely comfortable because you don't have to look at each other. So you holding her, she turned around, both of y'all. I can't remember the name of the position. I just do it. You know what I'm saying? So like her head is facing this way, your head is facing this way, you holding her. And it seems so beautiful because you holding her and you working it. You know what I'm saying? You doing your thing. But y'all not looking at each other. There's no intimacy there. It's just straight physical. Your body feel good. Okay? I don't know what that's called. What is that called? Like missionary? I don't know. I just do it. You know what I'm saying? Then you got, let's say, when a man is on top, he looking everywhere else while he doing his thing. He looking everywhere else. He going in, and he looking everywhere else. He looking everywhere. He ain't even looking at you. He looking all over the place. He looking here. He looking there. He looking up on the ceiling. He looking everywhere else, but he ain't looking at you. Right? Reverse cowgirl. Her head over here. You looking at the ceiling. Y'all ain't looking at each other. You know what I'm saying? So all these positions, y'all getting it in, but ain't nobody looking at the other person. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know. So she on top of you, and she riding, and she looking straight ahead, and you looking up at her, and the moment she look down at you, you look this way, and then she look back up, and then she look back down, and you look this way. Y'all ain't looking at each other. It's not just uh, you know, chance. It's happening for a reason. It's happening because establishing contact on a deeper level is uncomfortable for you. So, straight grind and no making love. Absolutely. See, when you're making love, people always say, well, what's the difference between sex and making love? What's the difference? Intimacy is the difference. It ain't about how slow you do it, right? It ain't about how hard you do it, right? Because you could do it hard and still get intimacy. It's about making yourself vulnerable in the moment. Man, I can go on about this for days. I'm trying to tell you. Because dudes have a hard time being vulnerable. A lot of dudes have a hard time even giving quality D to their partner. They'll give it to the girl who they cheating with on the side. But they have a hard time giving quality D to their partner because it makes them feel insecure. But that's a whole different subject right there. That's a whole different subject. But what I'm saying is you got to be willing. You got to be willing. Because think about it, fellas. When a woman is making love to you, what is she doing? She's saying your name. She's trying to look at you, right? She's trying to do the things that establish a connection. She's letting you know that she's present in the moment with you. Now, you might not be the only one because she might be getting her intimacy from someone else since you're not giving it to her. You know what I'm saying? So you might not be the only one. But what I'm saying is in that moment, she's trying to establish a connection with you. She's trying to establish this connection. Right? He always wanted from behind and he hated when I looked at him. Yeah, because he couldn't open himself up. He could not open himself up. He was not ready to be vulnerable. I'm telling you, and if you have a man who never heard this message before, and this man looking you right in your eyes while you having sex, yo, you need to keep that dude. I'm trying to tell you, that dude is for real. He's serious. So guys, this is what I want you to do. Take it from your boy JL. The next time you make love to your woman, and you doing your thing, say her name. Don't just tell her that you love her, because everybody, oh, I love you. I love you so much. I love you too. I love you too. Anybody could do that. Anybody could lie like that. Say her name. Say her name. But, don't do it to manipulate her. I'm talking about those who out there and they for real. Hey, you are awesome. I have to go. I'm glad you. All right, that's what's up. Appreciate you. And look her in the eyes. If you're really about it, look her in the eyes. Stop her. Slow her down. And look her right in the eyes as you make love to this woman. And I guarantee you, she might start crying. That's how deep it is. That's how deep it is. She might start crying. You look at a woman who's in love with you and who's trying to be in tune with you, and you look at her right in her eyes, and you make love to her, you're going to be the best lover that she ever had. I'm not talking about the best person who ever broke it down, because really, honest truth, like, to most women, that stuff it doesn't matter as much as feeling loved. I knew all of this. Why am I so angry to hear you say it? Oh, I don't know. That's always gonna mean more to a woman than having her back broken. It's real intimacy. So look her right in her eyes as you make love to this woman. Look her right in the eyes and watch. I'm telling you, if this is a woman who love you, she probably break down crying right there on the spot. Have about 2-3 orgasms, break down crying because you have connected with her. You have connected with her on a deep level. And there are still some women out there who have, even the women who've had multiple sexual partners, who is still a virgin to intimacy. So the moment that you touch her and you break that cherry, or you break that hymen, however you want to call it, in her emotional body, she will reach a level of love for you and care for you that she has never reached with anybody else. She's never reached with anybody else. And like I said, if you don't believe it, if you think it's pseudoscience and you think I'm just making it up, try it out and let me know something. And then when you do it and you're successful, and this woman just exploded tears and all that, just come back and say, hey, JL, man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And a woman who's getting the intimacy from her man ain't looking for it from nobody else. I'm telling you. It don't matter what the next dude look like. It don't matter what compliment. It don't matter what he comes with. That's why I always tell men, don't try to control your woman. You do not have to control a woman who you are loving and giving intimacy to. You ain't got to worry about her. You ain't got to worry about that woman. Once you are feeding a woman love and intimacy, you do not have to worry about another dude coming and stomping on your territory, because she will check that dude quick. Because she knows that she's not going to get that from anybody else. It's very rare. She knows. Miss Lady say, I'll stay forever. That's right. So if you afraid of your woman ever walking out on you and you feel insecure, I'm telling you, it ain't about the D, because other dudes can give her great D too. It's about the intimacy. If you can give her that, you're going to be all right. All right, y'all got about 1 minute to give me as many hearts as you think I deserve. What I was going to get on here today and talk about was belief. Because I was thinking today, I was having some thoughts today, and I was like, man, the honest truth is most of y'all just don't believe in yourselves. But I'm going to say that for another day. Because when I hit that, I'm going to hit some nerves with that. But I got to take it to the drawing board and make sure I have it straight. But I'm going to hit that nerve with that one. Believe that. Believe it. I kind of want to do it now, but I got to be responsible. I got to go to bed. I got events in the morning to do. So I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. Good night. Who was that? Jay? Good night, Jay. I'm always honored with your presence. That's a whole other topic. You're right. And I got to talk about marriage. And I got to talk about what makes a man feel full as far as intimacy go. Like, we got a whole bunch of stuff to cover. So y'all got to make sure y'all catch me back here every night at either 9 o'clock Eastern time or 10 o'clock Eastern time, because we got a lot to talk about. Until next time, when you having your Periscope cookout, you're going to have to tell me what a Periscope cookout is. Is that where everybody meet up together? Loving your scope keeps them. I will. I sure will. Thank you. Say that you are awesome. Good night. Can't wait for speech. Absolutely. Thank you. Good night. Food. I mean, what? We get together? I mean, shoot, man. I'm telling y'all got to go to my Facebook page. And that's where you see all my events coming up. This ain't nothing. My events come up, we be going in. I'll have to keep checking. I get my notification that you have already started. Oh, that's crazy. I'm just saying good night. Yeah, but good night. Thanks for dropping the knowledge as always. Who is that? Oh, Makeup on a Budget. Y'all make sure y'all follow if you're trying to get your makeup right. I need a makeup artist to travel with me. We love you. Thanks so much. I love y'all too. It's so funny. I told the audience today that I loved them when I first came out, and I did it just because I knew it would make them uncomfortable. I said, hey, I love all of you. Y'all can go back and look at my look at the speech. It's on there still. I was like, I love you all. And they was all like, what? What's this dude? So yeah. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go. Got some phone calls to make. And I enjoyed what I caught. Thank you. Have a good night. No doubt. That's peace. All right, everybody. So, as always, continue to push through. And I'll see y'all back here tomorrow, 10 o'clock Eastern time or 9 o'clock Eastern time. Just make sure that you get notification. All right. So until next time, everybody, Hotep. No, I got to do it again because I got to look right in the camera. All right, everybody, Hotep.